Take a look at this marker. This marker will change your life if you get this marker when you start writing. Your thoughts, your creativity will just start flowing. But here's the twist. Majority of you who's looking at this marker right now would not get this. Not everyone will get this marker. Some percentage of you would genuinely want to get this marker, but they don't have the funds for it. Some will be like, what is the fuss about a marker? But I'm telling you, if you miss out on this, you're never going to get this. This marker is about to change your lives. So, what's all the fuss about this marker? 2 weeks ago, I was in the supermarket, right? I wanted to get something to eat. So I was just strolling in the mart and I saw an owl. The design of the owl piqued my curiosity. So I moved close to it, like, okay, what is going on here? Then I saw something, a significant image that like also added to that curiosity that I had that attracted me to the owl in the first place. I saw a bald-headed guy smiling with his green out, holding this marker, and had a test. Not everyone would get this. That also like added another curiosity again, like, what do you mean not everyone will get this? So I just picked one up, right? I went to the checkout with all the items that I got, checked out, left the supermarket. But I was actually enthusiastic. I've not eaten, right? But I was actually enthusiastic about this item, this particular item that I got. And I picked it up from the bag and I just realized that after writing, after I wrote some few words, I just realized that it's just a regular marker. And yeah. So the story I just told you now was made up. This marker might literally not do nothing to you. This marker has been in the studio ever since. But what I just did now, what I just displayed now is controlling the narrative, right? A lot of businesses that are being set up are actually being set up to fail. Why did I say that? They do all the most important thing, right? They account for operations, they get procurement for the items you want to start selling or the goods or the services you want to start rendering. You know, they do all these things, right? They hire the right staff and stuff, but they neglect the most important thing, which is communicating that business to the right audience. Which is why I think marketing should be a basic human skill that everyone should have, because if you don't know how to communicate your brand, your business to the right people, those things that you've gotten, the operations side of things, the staffs, the procurement of items, logistics and whatnot, wouldn't really yield as much profit or revenue for your brand, for your business, as if you communicate that business to the right people. Marketing, let me tell you a story. So yesterday, I was on a rampage, right? I was in my emotion and I said something that shouldn't have even gone public. I should have just kept the thoughts to my head. And I also had a planned out scheduled post for a client that I just did something for, right? But the first thing that happened was I first of all sent out that thought that was bothering me first. Then after, uh, I now like posted the stuff that I actually did for a client. And that first thing that I first did actually got people's attention to like, okay, they need to watch this space for the next 24 hours because I posted that on my story. They needed to watch this space for the next 24 hours because I'm always going on different mental spin around like that anytime I like go to my story and like just tweet my thoughts out. Some people ask like, oh, what's the problem? What is this? Then when I was posting the stuff that I did with the client, right? It's because in the marketing space, I'm very, very, very cautious of everything: politics, games, entertainment, anything, because everything have a factor in how we communicate a brand to the right people. You cannot come in this present economy that things are harsh and start saying, no, you need to come and invest this. We need to give them a reason to come and invest. So everything, I always take cognizant of everything that is happening, always cautious. So in my head, when I was trying to round off my scheduled post or the story, in my head I was now thinking that I'm not big yet, right? But I could be in a place of influence where I'm big, right? And if that was the first thing that actually went out before me actually promoting a brand, it will stick something on that brand because it will be like, oh, I'm actually talking to this person. Because why was it that after I went down, after I tweeted that mental stuff, I'm promoting? Like, do you understand? It will feel like I'm actually directing the shots at this person. And it's crazy words how people always try to always spin narratives. Some people just, well, it's nothing. They just move on with their life. And that's the people that I'm actually trying to reach out to. Like, there are different ways you can always spin narratives about your own life, about your own real life, and make it feel like it is something exceptional, but it's just out of the ordinary. Which was why I tried to actually sell this marker to you. I don't know why it's not focusing. Which was why I actually tried to sell this marker to you in the first place. Saying this marker will change your life. Saying not everybody will get this. I use different marketing tactics in that pitch so to get you interested in this marker. But there's really nothing special about this. Really nothing special. It's just the way people go about communicating that business. Because I've noticed that customers don't just buy the products, they buy the story behind the products. And the story is what actually moved them interested to the product. But sure, the product is with them, right? Like everything, but they're less interested about the product than the story of the product itself. We are Some of us are loyalists to some brands. It's not because if we see the other brand in that niche category, we will not like get or purchase item from that brand if we don't have from our loyalist brand. We would. But why is it that if we get access to pick, we would always want to go for the brand that we're loyal, the brand that we trust? There is something to it. There's something to it that should be questioned, you know, and that something to it is basically marketing. Coke has been in existence long before I was born, long before my dad was born, maybe probably long before my grandfather was born. and they've been in existence for these years. How have they been able to survive throughout this long? You know, have they been able to survive this long? Everything just boils down to how far and how much you want your business to succeed, and how much you want people to be passionate about your brand. Because again, if you don't sell, like I said, people buy story, not the product. If you don't sell a story with your brand, or that does and if you don't sell a story that does sums up your brand will just be like every other brand, you know. So like you need to give people the reason to actually want to actually engage with your brand. You actually want to patronize your brand, or actually want to get products from your brand, which is what marketing actually does. There's something we call top of the mind awareness tests in marketing. In the next episode, maybe, um, or in the next video that I make, maybe we'll go, um, we'll do that test together, and I'll explain what that test actually does to the human mind. Because a lot of you have been so um passionate or so loyal to a particular brand that you don't even know why. Why is it that I actually prefer to get Nike instead of Adidas? Most of you don't know why. So in the next video, we'll get to see the reason and how these brands have been doing this successfully for years to always be in your mind. So this is supposed to be an introductory to marketing, like basically. I made a video in the past. Only the like 19 people that got to see that video will see it. That video is not coming back up again. So this is supposed to be like the introductory video to marketing. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.